What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Driving with Duck. I am Daniel Ducksworth. You will always find these videos on Facebook, most of the time on YouTube, and occasionally on IGTV. Happy New Year to those of you that celebrate it. I don't really like to. I'm not much of a fan of celebrating New Year's simply because it's so commercialized now and people always make these resolutions and usually they're done with them and they fall out from their resolutions within the first month, typically. I used to be one of those people. Now I just make goals. And I find I have a better time sticking with them when I make goals, right? So today I want to talk about time. Speaking of New Year's goals and resolutions. Time is something that when you're young, time chases you. Right? You have nothing but time when you're young. I remember being a kid, I could leave my house on a Saturday in the morning, go play with my friends all day, and I had nothing but time. Till the sun went down. And I could have had a great day of hanging out, playing with my friends, and I could sleep and feel like I had the most productive day. When the summer came, it seemed like summer would never end. And then I'd find myself in the fall, ready to go back to school. Take out my flyest fits, boom, be ready for the school year. Nothing but time, right? But then as you get older, you're chasing time. Time's no longer chasing you. You wish for those days back when you were young. Your body starts to slow down. You can't move as fast as you used to. You can't do all the things that you used to do. You can't move the way that you used to. You start to lose your memory. You start to forget a lot of things that you might have done when you were younger. You can't think like you used to. Maybe you're getting sicker than you used to. Your immune system isn't as good as it used to be. You start losing people. You start losing moments. Right? Time is basically a construct to keep you in place and to keep you humble. That's really all it is. When you think about it, there's no other species that keeps track of time. Roosters don't crow every day at 5 o'clock. They crow when the sun comes up. Babies at 6 o'clock, because it's 6 o'clock in the evening, don't decide they want to eat. Babies don't cry every day at 3 a.m. simply because it's 3 a.m. Right? It's real simple. People only keep time because it's what we base our structure on. Time. That's how we operate. That's how the human race operates. No other species that I can think of operates on a clock except for us. It's the most strangest principle. We do everything simply because of numbers on a circle. That's our lives. That's what we do. And to me, it makes no sense. We base our days on hours and minutes. We base our years on days of the week, days in a month. That's what we do. And as we get older, we start to realize that we should be basing it on moments. When we're all sitting there on our deathbed, we realize, looking at our lives, we don't think that, wow, on January 23rd of such and such year, this is what I was doing at 5 o'clock. That's not what it's based on. It's based on the core memories and moments that we had over the course of our lives that we remember the most. When we're standing at someone's funeral, when we're talking about that person that we just lost, that we've missed, that's no longer with us, we're not talking about days. We're not talking about hours. We're talking about memories and moments that we had with those people. That's what we remember. When we cry for our loved ones that have gone on before us, it is not days of the week that we're crying for. We're crying for those moments when we have fits of rage and we're mad at people. We're not mad at a day of the week that they did something. We're mad at something that was done to us by them. It is the moments that we remember that cause passion and pain for all of us. And I tell you all of those things to tell you that as I'm getting older, I'm about to be 44. I'm just bringing that up. And it's funny that I'm doing that because I just told you that time is a construct. I'm about to be 44 in exactly 4 weeks. My birthday is on February 1st. And as I'm getting ready to hit middle age, another step closer to it, I'm realizing that I'm allowing this laziness to become all-encompassing in my life. And I'm realizing more and more that something has to change. We all have to take a moment to realize as we get older that life is all about these moments that are around us, and we have to do better as people in our own bodies to make and create better moments, because too many people waste so much time every single year telling themselves on December 31st, next year I got to do better with X, Y, and Z. And, I have to start creating more moments to, make myself lose weight. I got to start eating better. I got to, get my finances in order and X, Y, and Z. But in creating moments, it's about making those small steps. It is not just about saying things. It's about making the action count and creating those core memories, because everybody can talk the talk, but it comes down to walking the walk, because that's what happens year over year. So many times people take December 31st and make it into a checkpoint just because it's a number, just because it's a particular month and a particular day of a particular year. And they use it as a benchmark to say this is a good round number to say that this is the opportunity that I have to make a change, when they could pick any random day to make that change. My grandmother always says, and I know when I do these videos, I'll say it. My grandmother always says, when it comes to the new year, it's like moving into a new house. Don't bring your trash into your new house. Don't bring the trash from last year into the new year. Start off fresh, start off new. So I challenge you with this. Whatever happened in last year, leave that shit there. The people that don't belong next to you, beside you, in front of you, behind you, with you, don't bring them with you. Give them no license, no structure into your life. If they don't bring balance and equity, let them kick rocks. There's no need to have them with you. If all they do is just talk the talk and don't walk the walk, if they don't bring a positive balance into your life, there's no need for them. You have no reason to kick it with them. If you are not around people that are about anything, they'll stand for nothing. Simple as that. That's something that I have a hard time with in my life at times, simply because some people are just entertainment to me, to just listen to them talk, and never do anything. So it's about time, in order for things to change for us as people. We got to get around people that are about the change, not just the talk. It's action. Time is always of the essence, but it's about making those moments. Because in order to make those moments happen, you have to take action. Action is what almost timestamps the moment. Because if you're just sitting there and just thinking, you're never going to remember that moment. It's not about looking at the numbers on a clock. It's not about looking at a calendar and seeing what day it is. It's literally about the feeling and emotion behind that moment, so that you can remember it, place it, cherish it, and make it a part of you. That's what's important. Because as you get older and older, your body gets slower. Things start to get further and further away from you. You start to realize you have more days behind you than you do ahead of you. And then it starts to get scary because you realize you spent so much time watching a clock or looking at a calendar, making resolutions instead of making a revolution in your own life. This has been another edition of Driving with Duck. If you feel up to it, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. If you feel up to it, hit the search button on Facebook, hashtag Drivin with Duck, or follow me on Instagram, duckbeard_the_black. I wish you the best New Year's Day. If you celebrate, start making a revolution in your life. That's all I got for you. It's a nice day out. Enjoy it. Love and light, my friends.